Hey, Cancers. First, let me just say that over the last 2 days, I've been recording videos. So apparently, I've been doing too much because my voice is just trying to leave. But it just started doing that when I was recording Gemini's videos. So, Cancers, speak up. You know, if there's things that you've been neglecting to say for whatever reason, you need to say it. Whether that's admitting something, divulging something, or just expressing your true feelings about a situation or a person. You just need to come forward with it. Get it off your chest, you know? So we're gonna do pick a card format, Cancers, Scorpios. If you're connected with Scorpios, don't be afraid of them stingers, you know? They probably ain't gonna be as mad as you think they are. So, because honestly, they probably already let that shit go because you wouldn't come forward with it, you know? You know how Scorpio can be. Deuces. So, I'll get you 3 cards to choose from. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look. Give me a minute. Ouch. Yeah, it's almost like if the person that you're connected with or the situation is still pretty hot, you don't want to say. That's what I feel. Like, dang, if I say this, am I going to get burned? But here are your cards. Just take a deep breath in and exhale. Allow whichever card to call to you. Sorry, whichever card calls to you, let that be your pick. I'm just plugging my phone back up. So, for some of you, you feel like if you say this thing, somehow you'll be separated from something. Hello. Thank you for watching. Yeah, it seems like if you feel as if you express this thing or bring light, that it might further separate you from this person or your goal. So if you picked group 1, Psalms 87:3. So it's almost like whatever you've been building or attempting to build, you may actually feel like it was all for nothing now. Whatever feelings that you were moving in or whatever energy you were in when you started it, you're probably seeing that you did too much, maybe, you know. I also hear that you're feeling that if you come forward with all these things that you've done, all these efforts that you've put forth, they still may not be appreciated, or they still may not make up for what it is that you want to tell this person or what you want to bring forward. That makes sense. Allow me to read it. Glorious things Glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God. You'll find your spot. We're moving from apartment to apartment, from house to house, from city to city, more than ever before. Some of us feel the profound sense of being in the perfect spot. Indeed, this experience occurs when we have succeeded in bringing the light within to the right place at the right time. In every incarnation, we must find our own unique path to the divine. Finding this path, the construction of which takes place over many lifetimes, is of paramount importance. The divine knows each and every path that we must travel, including the one leading to our perfect spot, to our city of God. So, it's funny. The first thing I hear now is if you were hoping to ask someone to move in with you, you were hoping to take something to the next level, even if you're thinking about taking a position somewhere else that may require your family to move. And for some, you may not want to tell your partner that you don't think that they're going to be up for it. And I get the feeling that it's something that you have to actually move on pretty quickly. So it's a lot of anxiety behind saying it because you know that you will have to make a decision, a very hard decision, if they don't agree, your partner or whoever else is involved. 2018. Shoot. Yeah, you're trying to work up the courage. And honestly, you feel like this is that this opportunity is a great one. You feel like it's one that that really you've highlighted your strengths, and this is kind of like an accolade for you. You feel as if a promotion or this opportunity to go to this new place or have this other experience, you feel as if you've deserved it, that you've worked hard for it. And perhaps your relationship or this other person, your connection with this other person is fairly new still. And so then you don't know which way you're going to go with it. But I get the feeling that you want to take it, and it's going to be a hard decision. If you're not married, you're going to be hoping to still move in that direction. Even this connection is one that you want to be in. But you're going to move. You're going to take the opportunity. I get the that you definitely going to want to take the opportunity. You're just trying to figure out the best way to handle whatever commitments you've made where you are. Even if that's not with another person, Yeah, it's like you'll find your spot. It's almost like you know that this is your spot. You know that this is something that was meant for you. 5 of Cups in the Strength card. Yeah, you're really, really, really almost like making lists is like, what are the chances that this person is going to say yes? Or what are the chances that this is actually going to work out? Maybe you've never tried long distance relationships before, or maybe you have and they didn't work. And it's almost as if you don't really see a lot of hope for it, for the connection, even though you know that you're going where you're meant to go. 5 of Pentacles. I get the feeling that you know that if this person doesn't agree, they're going to feel left out in the cold when you decide to go ahead and go anyway. And you're going to feel left out in the cold as well because they didn't decide to come with you. But think about that. These connections are connections with people. They teach us many things, and sometimes we're asked to. Or am I going to move in the direction of this thing that I know that I've been calling in, that I know that I've manifested for myself? Or will I cling to this thing that I've started here, this commitment that I've made? And honestly, your commitment to self, your commitment to your journey and your growth and expansion is priority. And any partner or institution, group, whatever, that doesn't appreciate that you're moving in a direction of growth for yourself is not part of your destiny. It's not part of your story anyway, or this chapter that you're moving into. In December, I really feel like you're really going to be asking for courage. And this cat keeps jumping out at me, almost as if you don't expect a very pleasant response. Please clarify the strength card for me. Please clarify the strength card. 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Some of you, this is a connection that you've actually revisited. One that you've already re-entered, and now you have an opportunity, or you're wanting to seek something else. You know that somewhere else is home for you. And that could be literal, like another town or city or whatever, but it could also be a new relationship or another relationship, another person that you feel is a better fit. And so you don't want to say to the person that you're currently in a relationship with that I'm walking away from you to go to this person. It's almost as if you know if you do that, you're going to get like mauled to death. It's not funny, but I mean, it's a legit concern to have. You know, when the heart is involved, people can have, actually, I say that, but you kind of know this person to have this temperamental way. And whoever this other person is, or whoever, whatever project or area or whatever you're moving towards, is something that you wanted to explore a long time ago as well. Or maybe there was an early attraction there and nothing ever took place. And now you have now you're moving in that direction to explore that. And this person definitely is going to be feeling left behind. I also get the feeling that this could be these 3 people know each other. You, the person that you're with now and considering kind of moving forward away from, and the person you're moving towards, you guys all know each other. There's like some mutual connection there. And the person that you're moving away from or needing to tell this thing to could be a parent to your children. And so you don't want to garner or cause a negative reaction when you tell them that this is the direction you're going in. It's crazy. Yeah. The 5 of Cups comes with the Queen of Swords, and so you know that you must take a very clear and honest approach here because it's the safest thing, especially with children involved. You want to make sure that everyone's going to be thinking about what's best for the child, the innocent parties. You know what I mean? How can I navigate this in the best way? How can I deliver this message and then follow up with action that keeps everyone safe, you know? Yeah, you know that you have to be objective, clear, honest. No, you gotta come clean, honestly. If not, you risk losing out on this opportunity that you know that you've manifested. You actually you have seen the value in it. You've allowed yourself to have the emotions and the feelings towards it that you probably dismissed a while because of the dynamic in it. The Ace of Cups is clarifying the Five of Coins. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Something could have been something could have been tainted because of, I say tainted, but something wasn't explored because I think these people are friends. I don't know why I keep thinking that, but yeah, it's like I feel as if someone wants to tell you that or you want to tell someone or they want to tell you that there's been a juggling act, that somebody there's I've been back and forth, or I've been tempted to take this action for some time, and I'm finally trying to let you know. And I finally want to let you know so I can move forward with a clean slate. That's deep. Group one, building your kingdom and building your empire, you're being led, you're being guided in the best way to do that. And so while you are, stressing kind of about making this decision known or making your stance known, it's just a challenge for you, to speak your truth, to be authentic, and yeah, so that because you've started things with lies and not necessarily lies, but you've started them with dirt on them before, and you want to be able to move into a new thing without all of that. So in December, you probably are going to build up the strength to go ahead and say what needs to be said and clear the air everywhere so that everybody can close chapters, move forward in the best way possible, in the healthiest way possible. For group two, almost look like those are my eyes. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Glad to have you. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. If you picked group two, it's got Psalm 77 and 5. And I like how these readings sometimes flow together because it seems as if there's definitely an energy of just really being burdened by this thing. I feel like some people are up at night. Some people are fighting. Like, it's not letting you rest because it needs to come up. I also get if you're ill and you need to let somebody know that this is what I've been dealing with, this is why I've been acting this way. It's almost like they already see it because it's like showing itself on you. How tired you are, how stressed you are. It's like people can see that you ain't getting no sleep. You have held my eyelids open. I am overripe. I cannot speak. Excuse me. Your worry is consuming you. Keep in mind that concern is different from worry. Concern tells and whispers. Worry behaves much like a mosquito. It annoys, distracts, disturbs, and injures. Feelings or thoughts cause us to step away from our center, especially when we are engaging in our spiritual practice, are known as Mach Shvat Srat. I hope I said that right. The worry voice, if you will, is not that of your higher self, which never instills fear. Almost always, the worry voice belongs to one of your younger selves who, failing to see and understand the bigger picture, becomes frightened and then transmits that fright, often loudly, to the other selves. Do two things right now. Breathe in perfect peace and breathe out worry. And then drink plenty of water and eat some nutritious food. Right. So I think I've never seen that card before. It's kind of cool. So yeah, it's like not only is it eating you up inside, but it's showing all over you, is how I feel. Um, and it's almost as if you always experienced this type of worry and you thought it was normal for people to, for people to feel anxious or nervous. You always tied it to just that. And in this situation, it's showing to be much deeper. You some of you are addicted to worry. Like, can't escape the prison that worry is. In December, some of you might be seeking counseling or just support in general to come out of this place of worry. I heard paranoia too. I know how that feels. Because you know how when we talk about our thoughts creating our reality, right? It's when you know that, but then you can't stop it. It goes on for so long, and it starts to rob you, of your joy, of your enthusiasm, of your clarity of mind, and you can't think rationally about anything. For some, this is worry. Yeah, this is worry. I feel like this is all like tied to super finances. Yes, about provision, about family, about your health. I talked about somebody being ill, and it's almost as if you're not. You definitely, it's tearing at your body. You know about that too. These concerns, these worries, because remember, concerns and worries are different. These worries are likely concerned to your health or your money. Okay, health, money, home is how I'm feeling. You got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 6 of Coins, and the 4 of Coins. And that really tells me that it's all material. It's all material that you're concerned about. You know your health is failing, and you don't want to share that information. Yeah. Holding on to that secrets. I had a client one time who in a reading said that I know that I have to die so my friend can live. And I found that to be weird because I was wondering, like, are you donating some organs, or what is that? What does that mean? And here I almost feel as if someone feels like what they're going through is punishment for their behavior or how they have treated other people. Recipients of karma. And it's stressing them out. Can we clarify the 10 of Pentacles in reverse? 3 of Swords in reverse. Also, this is guilty. Some people are feeling guilty about what role they play in someone else's lack of stability. Almost as if something was very balanced and they interfered, and yeah, they had they're tired now. It's almost like they have to try to, Gemini in this group, listen, when we talked about that two-sided energy or two-faced energy, not in a negative way, but just shows. For some, this is like a double talking thing that was going on, and the interference that you made caused an imbalance in something else, and you know it, but the people around you may not know that you contributed to it. In this person or this group of people, I feel like this follows up with group one for sure. But they don't know the part you played. And you know that if you tell them, there may not be possibility for reconciliation or whatever the case may be. They're going to forgive you though. And I think that that's what the universe really wants you to know, is that you're being charged to ask for forgiveness. And they will forgive you, and then you'll be, it's just your freedom. It's on your mind so you can speak it and free yourself. So in Gemini in general, I feel like there's some, you guys are revealing some shadows this month. Not it being exposed. I don't get the feeling of being exposed, but more like, I want to be seen as a man of my word. I want to be almost repenting. Some people are like repenting. They want to make sure that their soul is going to be, yeah, they want to make sure that their soul is going to be okay in the afterlife, or once they cross. Yeah, they want forgiveness. And I get the Knight of Wands on the bottom. It's like, I heard setting fires. It's like, man, I've been setting fires to your life for a long time, and I've always been able to go unseen, but it's weighing on me. These eyes look very familiar to me. Like, they look like someone's eyes that I know. So that's kind of creeping me out. But yeah, this person is, you or this other person is growing very tired of holding on to this. It's like they can't avoid the smoke, the clouds of smoke that are engulfing around them from their actions, okay? But the King of Swords is clarifying the Four of Pentacles, and this is all tied to, I really feel like this could be definitely a romantic thing for this group of Cancers, where you couldn't let go of someone or a situation, a grudge, even if that's the case. There were certain choices that you made that weren't necessarily of your highest vibration, and you just really want to clear. You want to clear it out. You just can't hold on to it anymore. If you had a plan or something and was trying to, I know that sometimes these readings get kind of negative, but I feel like I'm a truth. A lot of truth comes through for people, you know. Our own truths come up, and a lot of us often just want to talk about the easy parts of it, you know. A lot of negative thing comes through. I say negative, but a lot of shadow stuff comes through when I'm doing readings. So I just get the feeling that that second group of Geminis, you're gonna relieve yourself of that, and you're gonna be pretty relieved when you tell the person, or when you get this off your chest, because it's gonna turn out much more pleasant than you really expected. Is what I'm getting. That's all. They're gonna have much more compassion for you than you expect. That's what I'm trying to say. And you know this person to be a compassionate person, by the way. So I'm just gonna throw that in there. Think you may have pushed it too far this time. So for group 3, what's this? Psalms 21 and 4. You know, thank you, Donna. So for group 3, there's really no forward message. I usually get one, but it's almost as if, you know, I do see like the crown chakra being opened up more. You feeling guided in a more divine meeting, in a more divine way, you know. So for your work that you've been doing on yourself and in your community, in your family, Thank you for watching. You feel more connected. I get the feeling that the crown chakra is opening for the third part of the third group of cancers. You're being inspired to action. That's how that feels. Divine inspiration. But the message says you've arrived. And it's funny because I spoke on there earlier today about people not being there. You haven't arrived yet just because you become, you get to a certain platform or whatever. It's funny that this card comes out for cancers. But I also do, if you are the person, if you are connected or to someone, you need to tell them secrets, like the first two groups. This is where you're crowned, okay? I can't remember which group it was, but the reading is redemption frees you and them. So when you redeem this other person, or you redeem yourself by coming clean, by following the guidance that you're receiving, right? They've meant to them, or they want to give this person what they feel they've deserved all along, okay? That's beautiful too. Especially if, like in group one, especially if it's a child, one of your children's parents or something like that, and you've not always been able to do much, and so now you're in a place where you can crown them. That sounds dope. So you have proffered him blessings of good things, have set upon his head a crown of fine gold. You've arrived. The moment you've been hoping for has finally arrived. All your hard work is paying off. Countless times over the years, you've told yourself, I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. Today, you realize that you've been lying to yourself. Go ahead, say it loud. I am good enough. I have what it takes. This stellar achievement proves that you haven't been deluding yourself. You summoned the courage to believe in yourself despite the doubt which swirled in and around you. Celebrate and give to those in need. Whenever we receive, we should give in turn. He who gives a small coin to a poor man, says Art Isaac, obtains 6 blessings, and he who addresses to him words of comfort obtains 11 blessings. Charity, says R. Asi, is equivalent to all the other religious precepts combined. There are 8 degrees of expressions. He says, of the highest, that which there is none higher is the one who upholds the hand of an Israelite reduced to poverty by handing that person a gift or loan, or by entering into a partnership with him or her, or by finding that Israelite work in order to strengthen that person's hand so that she or he will have no need to beg from others. This is strong feeling. I feel this really strongly for someone who wants to help someone that they value. Again, I go back to if you share a child with this person and that person is in a hard place. Hey, Boo Bella. I'm not necessarily doing the twin flame reading right now, but I totally feel like there could be some energy here for twin flames, especially in group 1. So if you're looking for an update, feel free to view, and I'll be uploading twin flame updates over the next few days. So, however, though, if you have a question that you'd like to drop, a specific one, I can ask. So, this definitely ties. If you've seen this counterpart of yours, this friend or family member or even co-parent going through a pretty hard time, you really are at a place, I feel like in December, you want to make their end of their year great. You want to bring them into the new year with a lighter load, with less worries. You want to teach them, or you want to show them how much you value them, that they see your worth, that you see their worth. I mean, and I don't really give the feeling that this is all material, but I feel like for some cancers, you may feel like you want to do it that way. You know, you want to actually help on that financial level to help them out of debt, or should even buy them a home. Somebody's that maybe y'all coming into some money or something. But I do get the feeling that you are in a position to help. So maybe you are getting a promotion or coming into a lump sum of money. Who knows? Either way, you're feeling the need to, you're feeling not the need, you're feeling deeply inspired to do right by this person, to do something very grand for this person. Can we please clarify Psalms 21:4 for group 3 of the Geminis? I'm sorry, Cancers. Group 3 of Cancers. Oh, yeah. Some of this group of Cancers could be going from absentee parent or whatever the case may be to full blown, I want to give you everything, okay? Page of Coins, yes. You definitely want to make an offer to someone, see? And this is not only you wanting to make an offer to someone, but also some type of monetary gain that you've been waiting for. So if you've made some investments and things like that, they are returning in December, and then you're able to go forward with the plans that you've had. I think that you've been thinking about this for some time. So now that all the things are lining up, you can go ahead and move forward in drenching this person with all the love and attention you've been wanting to give them, that they've been missing. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah. You know, I get the feeling that you do feel like they've been treated unfairly, not only by you, but just in life in general. You feel like things just have not been fair for them. And with this coming into you, excuse me, guys, that was gross. But with this coming into you, you know that you can offer something that will balance them out. If they're stressed, their number one stress is money or financial security, you know that you're being granted this blessing so that you can help them. You know it's part of it. We're talking about charity in the card. So it's almost as you have come to understand this whole dynamic of law of attraction, of what happens when basically you know the value of giving back now. I know a Cancer, and he wasn't always very generous. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Yeah. So for this group, you've been without before, so you know what that feels like. And I feel like for some time you've been pretty comfortable and then still didn't offer help. But now you get it. You get it because you have been on the up and then lost everything because your sense of give and take wasn't very strong. Please clarify the Page of Coins for the third group of Cancers, December 2018. Page of Coins. Please clarify the Page of Coins for group 3. Yeah, 2 swords. It was on the bottom of the deck, and I chose not to say anything about it, but it flew out. So yeah, there is a hope that I feel there's a hope in December that even though you are making this offer from the most genuine place you can, you may have underlying desire for it to clear a path between you and this person, okay? So you may be hoping that you come out of this kind of standstill with this person by making this offer. I'm not saying that that's the motive, but it's like an underlying energy, you know? You don't want to be at odds with this person anymore. And you hope that by showing this type of energy to them, again, this is underlying. I don't feel like this is the general motive, but you hope that it'll clear up whatever tension that has lived between you all for some time. this really, really, really ties to me with this whole co-parenting or whatever. Knight of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah. It's almost like you know that you've not always shown up for this person. But in December, it seems like this person doesn't trust you. Yeah, it's like you've been having to battle against their distrust for you for some time now. And you're hoping that this effort is going to help. Please clarify the Ace of Coins. Yeah, you hope that it will lessen their defensiveness. Balance the scales. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. This could be your twin flame. So whoever that person was who just asked about twin flame updates, this is the 11 card. And the two pillars there. Scales. Everything says about things being in balance. So the sword is down. The scroll is here. So I feel like these are messages even. A male coming in. You know, very specifically, this group of Scorpios, you might be connected to a Scorpio, but this group of Cancers have tried blunt force, blunt effort, you know, like to say things, to just, you've tried with your words in other ways, but you feel maybe just sending a letter or sending a check or whatever may be the best way to go about it, because then you don't have to kind of prove to this person that there's no ulterior motive. And the scales here, you know, they're talking about weighing of the heart. So it's almost like, I want you to see that I'm genuine. I just want you to see that I genuinely do care. You deserve this. Right here for the third group. Excuse me, guys. I really don't know how my voice just decided to go today. Just like, boom. I was recording just fine earlier. So for the Cancers in the month of December, may I have 3 cards? Show me the Cancers energy, what they have coming for them. The month of December, that bottom card wants me out. Queen of Coins in reverse. 6 of Staffs. It fell in reverse, but I instinctively turned it up, so we're gonna have it up, I think. And Cancers general, December 2018. Yeah. Wow. Queen of Coins. So you'll be bringing some sense of celebration, promotion, admiration, adoration. So you're going to be sending letters. Some people are going to be sending love letters. Yeah, so any situation that has been unfair or where a person hasn't really gotten their fair share of something, it's definitely coming, and you really want to show them. You want to put them on this pedestal for a while. You know, celebrate them. And for some of you, this is from afar, like you are long distance right now. And so mail is the way it's going to come through. And I just heard mail or courier. So like sending someone else in their place to physically deliver whatever this is to you. Oh, Donna. You can definitely feel free to shoot me an email. I don't necessarily charge for readings, and so you can always drop a donation if you want to, if that's what you're into. I don't necessarily tell people to leave their boyfriends, but perhaps maybe there just needs to be communication about what's being felt and what's being desired. Because when we highlight those needs and things like that, we make it easier. When we communicate our needs, it makes it easier for a person to decide whether they're going to fulfill them or not. And then we're left with the choice, you know. So often if the person decides they don't want to fulfill them, we can feel defeated or whatever the case may be. But in general, in essence, though, it's highlighted, it's brought to your attention for you to make the choice, for you to value yourself over a situation that's already shown to not necessarily fulfill your need. Okay. So that might be a general message for the Geminis as well, too. A sense of celebration is coming. Someone wants to uplift you. Someone wants to, oh, I hear this song. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. That's what just came to my mind, you know. It's like, I've watched from afar while you go through this, and this, and I just want you to be happy. And I want to make up for whatever contribution I made to your unhappiness. So in the month of December, Cancers, you could be being celebrated, but I get the feeling that you want to celebrate someone else. You want to give to someone that you know is deserving of this love, appreciation, adoration. You want to put them where they belong. And that's dope. So that's the end for Gemini. Donna, let's see. King of Cups in reverse. Someone's not really divulging their true feelings about stuff. Somebody doesn't want something to end. And there could be some reckless or less than clear communication about what's needed in the relationship. Secrets, the moon. So that's that. So Donna, you can shoot me an email though. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hit subscribe, come back. You know, you can always change your mind later if you want. But give me a chance.